Hi guys, this is a Condar update. It's going up in a few hours, actually in about, it's 9 o'clock now, so 10, 11, 12, 3 hours. As you can see, I have stripped the colors from it. And I have test painted the chest plate with a gray primer paint. Got a bit runny, probably used too much color in one spot. So that needs to be fixed. I'm actually thinking of keeping the gray primer paint on these. That's supposed to be the joints, except you just move it with this. Let's see if we can hook him on here. So I can show you. Great. Those. And there. There. Now, when I get the seams off this hip joint, or whatever you call it, I'm actually going to keep the color here up to here. That's going to be gray, and I'm going to keep the gray primer color on these. These I actually filed out because the grooves here weren't up to standard, if you can call anything on the standard. Quick look in here. On the instructions, these grooves aren't very visible. So what I did was, let's see if we can open this without damaging it. There. I've actually added a few new pins to a few of the parts, just to test and see how good it goes. I actually made a boo-boo with one, but it was in a position where it didn't matter. Wrong part. This one. I drilled a hole in one side and it worked, but when I was drilling in the other side, as you can see, I can take a photograph and show you afterwards, it broke off. So that was a bummer. But had I been needing that, I know how I could have done it. So this joint keeps the upper side aligned, so I just used the lower pin. But this one could have done the job as well, but it's a test I'm doing just to see how good I am. The hands are coming along nicely. Whoops. Forgot I didn't glue that. I've almost removed all the seams from the knuckle. And once that's finished, I'm gonna stick a piece of wood in here and prime it. Now, I want your help. What color should I paint this dude in? I know some guys out there have painted them in standard brown. Some have painted them black. So the question is, what color? And I need to strip the paint off that thing, I know. The thing that makes this guy look like I would say chipmunk, but I think that's the wrong term. Anyway, guinea pig, I think you call them. Those hamsters I was looking out for. Those that eat meat and sooner or later it'll look like. Anyway, as you can see, I made new pens on this, and I added styrene, fill up to give it a more smooth seam here, and well, turned out all right. So that's that. I won't be doing what I had planned before. Excuse me. I'm looking for my pliers. Not pliers. This. Let me shorten this a bit. And this side doesn't need to be. Now, where are you? Where are you? Don't. There. This thing. The pins up here, I've had to replace them with a chopped off sewing needle. Actually, not a sewing needle, it's a pen, one of those sewing pins you stick in to hold the fabric in place. Anyway, since I did that, the holes where the original pins for the canopy were a bit too big, so I'm actually going to drill 2 new holes, because I about an hour ago or more I filled them up with a piece of styrene rod, so I'm going to redo the holes. If we get this centered somewhat. Tends to want to wander away. I don't like that. If I screw up, I can just re-drill the hole and glue it in again. But it would be nice to have it on the first go. I think I have a nice go in here now. No, I didn't. Shit. Okay, try this side. Let's see if we need to. That's a bit more straight. I think the other one was a bit crooked, that's why they didn't want to drill straight. I'm actually going to try something here. These are the old pens I used on a model before. As you can see, it snipped off the top there. And I'm going to, yeah, this one works. Okay. There we go. Now, I could have used this box. I can actually have similar ones, just a little bit larger. And now let's see if it works. What I'm gonna do is actually just mark where I want the drill to go and then press down like hell. I got that one centered. Hopefully I actually have one a drill that's smaller than this one, but I was hoping I wouldn't need to use it, but it looks like I need to. So we take this, sorry. Wasn't this one. It's a teeny tiny one. You won't be able to see it. If you can see something on that,